Happy National Signing Day. We have Coach Brennan here in the studio with us to break down Arizona football's 2026 signing day class. Coach B, so much momentum, excitement surrounding the program right now as a whole, and these guys just add to it, all these new additions. Can you give us an overview of who all makes up the class of 2026 for Arizona football?
Well, I think first of all, I think our coaching staff and our recruiting staff did an incredible job just putting this group together. The amount of time, hours, phone calls, letters, messages, just the communication has been fantastic. On the defensive line, we're adding Manoa Fapusa, Keatron Harris, Kaisi Lafitonga, Harvey Moai, Prince Williams, Kevin Moore. At linebacker, we are adding Dash Fafita and Jaden Parker. In the secondary, we're adding Zaire Heiler, Hannibal Navies, and Griffin Tillis. In the offensive line, we're adding Nathan Allen, Malachi Joyner, Justin Morales, and Khalil Sanogo. Tight end, Henry Gabalis. Wide receiver, RJ Mosley and Caleb the Jet Smith. At quarterback, we're adding Oscar Rios. And at running back, we're adding Brandon Smith. And these are guys that were, most of these guys committed to us before we had the successful run this season, right? So they just really believed in the University of Arizona. They believed in our coaching staff. They got a great feel for the players that are in the program and the experience they're having. So we're really excited.
I know when you were putting together this year's team, there was some criteria you shared with all of us that they're tough, they love football, they love the U of A. Was there any added criteria for you guys?
No, that's going to be our baseline. I think in this recruiting thing, there's so many situations where people get caught up chasing, anything from a uniform or a stadium or even money. And really, at the end of the day, what kind of experience are you going to have playing college football? And so starting with tough, love football, and love the University of Arizona is a great baseline for us.
Some other themes that stick out about this class as a whole when you look at it is one, multi-sport athletes, lots of track and field, some baseball, basketball going on, and then off of that too, athletic families, dads in the NFL to brothers, sisters, parents playing in college. Is that something you guys intentionally look for?
I think it helps. I think anytime you can get an evaluation of a player playing another sport, competing in a different arena, I think there's value in that. I also think you develop different parts of your athleticism when you play more than one sport. Nowadays so many kids are specializing playing just one sport and they play that their entire life and they never get outside of that space. But the guys that do play multiple sports is a good thing for us.
I like that. I know when we were out in the community, that was advice you and a lot of coaches shared with younger kids in middle school, elementary school too, like don't stop playing multiple sports, stick to it. Also, something that sticks out about this group is that they come from winning programs. You see a lot of state championship titles or just game appearances too within this resume of players. Why is it so important to find guys who know how to win?
Well, I think, so many of those players that are in programs like that are consistently competing at a high level. They're used to being in big arenas. They're used to playing in big games, and we know that coming into the Big 12, they're going to have to play in a lot of big games here at Arizona. So guys that have felt that kind of pressure and know what it is to step into those environments is important to us. And as we try and, build it out, those programs also have a lot of history of being really serious about football, right? Like the players that play in those programs and come up through those programs are used to weight training, they're used to working hard, they're used to being coached, they're used to going to school and handling their academic process. So, them having those qualities before they get there, then we're allowed to build on it once they do.
And I know you shouted out your staff to start this off, but when you look at the geographic landscape of this recruiting class too, yes, heavy in Texas, California, some here in AZ too, but it's kind of coast to coast representation with this class. What do you think that says about your staff and their efforts?
Well, I think it's, nowadays it's so different, where before you used to, years ago you used to recruit just regionally. It was so different, but now because film is so accessible and because so many people are able to see us play on television, like it gives players from all different parts of the country a chance to see the University of Arizona, to see us play, to see what our campus looks like, to see what our players and coaches are doing on game day. So it helps open up some more doors for us that way, and we'll go anywhere for a good player, who's also fits what we're looking for. So we're excited about it.
And we're so excited for these guys to join the Wildcat family. Welcome home.
Bear down.